I couldn't believe that Grove Road is still intact on Nostrand in was it Montgomery? The first road where the slaves would be escorted to be the first stock in commodity in the stock market. And they traded slaves in Wall Street. That's how Wall Street began. So when it comes down to history, I was just amazed. I love history, and it was just amazing to me that no one spoke about it. In fact, presently on Duffield, 227 Duffield Street in downtown Brooklyn is where the Underground Railroad was, and the abolitionists and the developer. I took pictures of it yesterday. The developers are developing buildings on top of what is rich history in New York. I'm saying that while we, the public, we, the community, have a voice, it's not being heard. So what does that obviously look? You look to the politicians. To have the Armory facilitate this neighborhood is the right thing to do. What are we doing here? Why should I have to worry about what the city councilmen marching orders are because they're dealing with other... No, this Armory should be for the community. Simple as that. It shouldn't be a political thing, but it is. Who's got the money to do this? They're selling parts of that Armory. How ridiculous is that? You know, listen, why build all these, they call affordable housing, when the people that live in the neighborhood can't afford to move in those new pieces of housing that are called affordable? What's affordable in certain areas is a $35,000 income. So if you're going to build houses for people who make $35,000 a year, I'm with you. But if you're not, what you're doing is bringing in new people and replacing those who can't afford to live here. I mean, certain things, politics is ugly, and it's hard to do the right thing. One would say, well, what is the right thing? My position has always been the best, what's in the best interest of the community at large will always be the right thing. Now, I don't go for the little pieces here, the little blocks here. The Armory is a community-wide interest. Do the right thing community-wide. What do? They sell it. You go to these other armories and these other projects and programs, they didn't see what they see now. Gentrification is here, people are moving in, so now they're looking at landmarking as a way of halting some of that. But in the landmarking world, it's bottleneck. It's a 7-year process, so it's not an immediate process. So, you know, what do you do? But unfortunately, in this country, they don't look at the African American history as beautiful because it's slavery institution. It's like a dark spot, so we don't want to talk about it. I'm saying forget that. It's done. It's a dark spot, but talk about the beauty of it, who we are. You know, we come from kings and queens and that sort of thing, and feel good about yourself. You have to uplift the people so that we can uplift this country. But how dare EDC select a developer whose proposal includes selling? The community was loud and clear. Everybody says no selling. I mean, and they end up selling. What does that tell? No matter what you do, a whole community says no. And then they came back and they did it anyway. What does that tell you about de Blasio and his affordable housing campaign?
cares? And I'm basically coming right out, and I don't care what anybody else says, but I'm opposing the project because it's a total waste of our time to even imagine that they are going to do anything that. Hi. Yeah, this is a walking tour. Okay, I'm Evelyn.
My grandmother's name.
Oh, wonderful. That's nice. Hold on, let me get. Well, we'd like you to get you on our mailing list. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I wrote a novel draft, and it was all like
Okay. So 3 adults and 2 kids.
So it's still
I had the same problem.
Sure. There we go.
My sister's on the way out.
Okay, great. So.
It's from Grand Army Plaza all the way down to Ralph Avenue. And when they got way down there, they sort of lost interest in it, and that's why it just sort of peters out and is not very.
What we got towards you?
On the platform on Church Avenue with the B train. It was a little video one.
You're lucky.
I couldn't believe it was so small.
You trying to say something?
to have the political support. So we received letters of support from our local elected officials, including the community board. We reached out to Historic District Council probably even before we got the elected official support because we needed to make sure we were on point on the direction we were going in. So they helped us strategize with how to move this agenda forward.
And that's the fate. That's going to be our future unless we get going on the landmark next. This is the outline of our initial district here at Crown Heights South.
Historic District Council, if we would have been or would have been successful and been able to carry this torch